Election day in Suleja began with increased security at the A Division Police Headquarters, where sensitive materials were stored for onward distribution to wards and polling units, an act election officials say was because of security concerns. But for many of the polling units in Chachanga local government area, voting commenced really late due to the delay in deployment of sensitive materials. Party observers and residents expressed displeasure as this led to low voter turnout.
The non-sensitive materials were distributed yesterday, only for us to just realize that this morning at precisely my own polling unit, which is Maji Ward, we're having 59 polling units. So far, they deploy only the non-sensitive material, only 38 were deployed. So what about the 21? That's why we're here to ask. And most of the sensitive material that was distributed, the result sheet was not included. So it means we are sensing a foul play here.
So since the election materials has been late because we have to start this election by 8 p.m. And they have late in the process of bringing the materials here. And what even delays the elections to start now is the result sheet. We have our sense of the result sheet now, right now. So that is what we are waiting for. An election in a process, election cannot start without the election. Yeah, without the result sheet.
There is no result sheet, honestly. Everybody was baffling up that without result sheet, they cannot vote and other things. So the officials have considered that instead of wasting time, waiting for result sheet, they have to start so that for the time factors.
There is no way there will be an election without result sheet. We know INEC rules and regulations. We know their guidelines. In the first place, they themselves, the officials, have breached their rules and regulations. They say election will commence by 8:30 a.m. And even up to now, this is past 11. There is no any signs that vote will commence here. So we want to register our grievances so that the officials there in Mina will hear us and make sure that they provide result sheet. Because election will not hold here without the result sheet. That is the bitter truth.
Ballot papers are not even available. And even the registrations is supposed to be about 1,000 pages, and we are only seeing 3 pages. So we don't know how this voting will go on.
With some unable to cast their ballots, however, there were allegations of election irregularities from some party agents and electoral officials, which reduced voter confidence in the credibility of the polls. Persons with special needs also spoke on the plight of persons with disabilities during the election.
We want to vote, then Satan don't close. Say, Nelly man, they want to vote, Satan don't go. And me too, I know about vote. I don't know what's the problem.
This morning, going to visit some of the polling units, I discovered that there were more than double votings in some of the polling units, like Angwaleman in Iku South 1 here. They were voting double. So I tried to approach them. They almost beat me up.
They brought the materials around 2. And they did not start sharing it. They start sharing it even up to now around 6:10 to 6:15. So materials have not reached their designated polling units.
We that are inhabitants of this house, we don't have any challenges to see. But our colleagues that are outside the compound, they find it so difficult to come down this morning because of transportation.
Voting ended in most areas by 4 p.m., after which votes were counted and results announced at polling units before being moved through ward and local government collation centers to the State Electoral Commission for final declaration. In Niger, for News Central, Aishat, Salihu.